So recently I decided that in 2 years, the summer of 2027, I'll be going to Africa. I'll be going to Africa uh, largely because I want to get out of the country. And I see a lot of people, go to places like Europe and South America, and it's like, oh God, what kind of coon ass nigga do you have to be to want to go to like a white country? I was talking to my friend today, and I love my friend to death. I don't have anything against him, but this nigga told me, man, I don't know why you going to Africa. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to Greece. And I was like, I've been friends with this dude over 10 years, and I'm thinking, this dude has to be some type of a homosexual. Why would you want to go to Greece and see a bunch of naked white men on statues, penises and balls all out? And the one thing I don't understand about those Greek statues is the dude will have an Adonis body. He'll have like an 8-pack and muscles, the perfect hair and all that. Then he has like a half an inch penis and really big balls. We've all seen those statues before. And you're like, what is, that's not art. Niggas was like, oh man, that's real art right there. It's only art because some fucking Greek told you, hey niggas, this is real art. That African shit, that ain't real art. I don't go along with those type of narratives. Okay? I do not go along with, just because someone said it, I have to go along with it. Oh, it's art. Oh, please, you get your homosexual statues with your half-inch penises and huge balls and get the hell away from me. I'd rather go to Africa. And there's a number of reasons why I want to go to Africa. One, because I don't get into this whole FBA versus African argument. You see that shit a lot online, okay? You'll see people like Tariq Nasheed, and we'll talk about him before we talk about why, if you're an FBA man, you should be going to Africa to find you a good woman. But, I don't get into that whole debate. It's such a stupid debate, and it's entrenched in this idea of black victimhood. We as Americans, one thing about it is whether you're a white American or a black American or whatever, we tend to be very arrogant. We tend to be very loud. And it comes off to other people as obnoxious. They said, look at this loud, obnoxious American. And black Americans, we're true-born Americans. We're no different. We tend to be loud, tend to be very arrogant. The Africans come over here, we call them African booty scratchers. We say, what jungle you come from, Mr. Africa? I've seen people say that. They make fun of African kids. And then we get mad whenever they retaliate. I don't get into that whole thing. I take people as individuals, and I'll never do like what Tariq Nasheed does and attack an entire continent just because they were born in another part of the world than I was born. I think that's so stupid. And Tariq Nasheed should be the last person doing this. Tariq Nasheed, of all people, should be the last person doing this. Him and his white wife. We talked about in our last video how Tariq Nasheed has a white wife. We saw his mother-in-law, Connie Cobb, Mrs. Connie Cobb, who had jungle fever. She seems like a nice white lady. I'm not saying this to make fun of Tariq Nasheed's mother-in-law. In all honesty, she seems like a super nice lady. But the facts are the facts, okay? Her son-in-law, Tariq, attacks Africans, and he's married to a white woman. He's telling you to get away from authentic blackness because you don't get any blacker than an African, okay? That is authentically black, all right? He tells you, get away from authentic blackness and trade that away for you a half-breed bitch and make fun of the Africans. Oh, please. Oh, please. It's okay to poke fun at other cultures. It's okay to make fun of other cultures. That's part of the human experience. But when you do it in a mean-spirited way, as Tariq Nasheed does it, when you do it in a way where you're like, okay, this isn't just about a joke. This dude really does hate Africans. He really does hate tethers, as he calls them. That's a major problem. And it's especially a major problem if you're doing this while married to a white bitch. Your mother-in-law looks like this. Look at this old ass white woman, got all kind of jungle fever. Look at it. And there's multiple pictures. I'm not gonna post the pictures on this in this video because I think it would be in bad taste. There's multiple pictures of Tariq Nasheed's mother-in-law showing that she has jungle fever. She's pictured with all types of black men. And you black people, you FBA that are so-called pro-black, you'll sit here and listen to this man with his white wife and attack what is authentically black. You're not pro-black. All right, if you're one of these FBA people that makes fun of Africans, you are not pro-black. Please get that through your thick-ass FBA skull. You are not pro-black. You're pro-bandwagon. Okay, this is why white people are able to get over on you niggas. Okay, because they'll bring somebody along like a Beyonce, like a Tariq Nasheed, like that simply says, "Oh, black." What did Beyonce do? Remember, she did the Black Power fist. Beyonce doesn't give a damn about black power, but you FBA niggas, y'all ate it alive. Oh, she's so black, she's for the people. While advocating for abortion. She's so black, she's for the people. That's not for the people. Please get out of here. Please get out of here, niggas. Nonetheless, I'm planning a trip to Africa to get away from it, okay? It's only going to be like a 30-day trip, and during this 30-day trip, I'm going to find me a beautiful, multiple African women to get some pussy from. I think some African pussy would be some good pussy. And I think it would be relatively easy. And in this video, we're going to talk about why FBA men as a whole should go to Africa to get you an African woman. All right? And I say the first reason is because largely feminism has made FBA women unbearable. Feminism has made FBA... the average FBA woman falls into the category of, she looks at shows like The Real Housewives. She looks at shows like Baddies where all they do is fight. They fucking fight. That's all they do. They fuck, they fight, they fuck, they fuck, they fight. And fight some more. This bitch this bitch that. And FBA women have gotten out of control because later I'm going to do a video about, did you hear about what happened on Carnival Cruise? They had to ban rap music. They had to ban twerking on the ships. They had to ban things that are largely considered to be a part of FBA culture. Why is that? It's because we have been so infected with this ghetto feminism, this ghetto type feminism, this ghetto lifestyle. And, oh, that's our culture. That's just what we do. Well, if that's what you do, maybe you should stop. I was talking to an FBA woman not long ago, and that woman said, well, I do want to be a mother one day. She didn't have any kids. She said, I do want to be a mother one day, but I don't want motherhood to be my identity. I still want to maintain my own identity outside of motherhood. And I think that's the most selfish thing, and that tells you the problem with a lot of FBA women. And what is that problem? Well, they don't want to play the traditional mother role. They want to still be able to go to the clubs. They want to still be able to drink. They want to still be able to fight and cause drama, argue all on Facebook every day, while I'm still a mother, dog. I'm still a mother. And pretty much get rid of that identity of motherhood, which is destructive because the kids see that and the kids suffer as a result. So that's the number one reason. The second reason is your attractiveness goes up in Africa. If you're a black man, especially if you're a taller black man, darker skin, or even if you're short, they like darker skin in Africa. Okay, what are FBA women going to say to you if you're darker skinned? Oh, you too black. Even if you're a woman, you too black. I don't like that black stuff. And you get joned on, as they call it. You get joned for just having darker skin. In Africa, they love darker skin. Most of them are darker skin. If you're darker skin in America, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be that dark skin compared to most Africans. Okay? But they're going to love your dark skin regardless. Okay? If you're a 7 in America, you automatically go up to a 9 in Africa. If you're a 6, your beauty... What I'm saying, your attractiveness goes up 2 points. I'm a solid American 6, but in Gambia, I'm an 8. Okay? I like those odds. I love those odds. Okay? A solid 6 in America, but an 8 in Gambia. And that's where I plan on going. I plan on going to the Gambia. The final reason I think FBA men should go to Africa is your money goes farther. Okay, you save up you a good $1,000. You pay for your flight, you pay for your lodging, save up a good $1,000 just for spending money while you're on the continent. You can bankroll a few hoes, get you some African pussy, bankroll a few hoes, bankroll maybe a wife, get a wife out of the deal. If you don't want a wife, you ain't got to get a wife. You can have like 5 or 6 girlfriends. They're okay with that. You'll be like the African Bill Gates. Okay, you'll be like the black Bill Gates with just $1,000. Do you know how much $1,000 is in Gambia? Do you know how much $1,000 is in Tanzania? That's a lot of money over there. Okay, the last I looked, I was looking at the currency exchange rates a couple of days ago. The last I saw, $1,000 in America is like $66,000 in the Gambia. It's like $50,000 in Tanzania. And $1,000 is pretty easy to save up if you're really trying. You can save that up in about 6 months. Just imagine if you decided to save for a year, how much you would have. If you saved up for a year, you could take like $2,000. And like I said, you could be like an Elon Musk in Africa. You could go over there making real boss moves. And on top of that, you won't have to deal with the loudmouth feminists saying, I don't need no man. No, they're going to need you in Africa, okay? Don't listen to the Tariq Nasheeds with his white wife. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Don't let Tariq Nasheed get you into thinking that deviating yourself or dividing yourself from authentic blackness is somehow a movement. It's not. It's stupid. It's horrible. And you should go to Africa to find your woman. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. And remember to like, subscribe, share, and as always, stay woke.